Good morning, Matt. I just want to go over a couple of things in your suspension while we wait for the brake kit for your vehicle. You did end up, by the way, needing the extra caliper bracket on the other side of the vehicle. So I got that on order as well. So for the brake job, it will be the pads and rotor kit plus the left and right brake caliper brackets. The calipers themselves were fine. The pistons retracted just fine back into their housing, so no concerns there. However, there are a couple of things to go over on your suspension. So your upper control arm boot on your passenger side is completely failed. Now, if you look up in here, you can see that kind of rust. Sorry, let me get my flashlight back. So that's your ball joint, the actual ball of the joint right there. And it's exposed to the environment. So we can see some rust building on it. Now, when the suspension is compressed into the vehicle, that joint will straighten out. And so the majority of that ball joint will be down into the control arm housing. So it'll be somewhat protected, but the boot has completely failed. You can see it's just crusty and separated and let me get the camera to focus. Yeah, right there. So again, something to be aware of. I can't tell you the pathway to failure these always follow. Most common is they begin making noise, and then when it gets really bad, eventually that joint could separate. The rust will cause the upper control arm to wear until it separates from the ball joint, and then that's when the wheel does the ka-chow and comes out of the vehicle, and then it's pretty dangerous. So I want you to be aware of that's going on, that there's rust intrusion, moisture getting up into that joint over there. Your power steering leak doesn't appear to be any worse, or like it's progressed, at least from this point since I saw it last time. Moving over to passenger side, same deal. You can see the upper boot has collapsed here. It's going to let that moisture and intrusion. You can see there is a little bit of rust right there. Yep, on the up ball joint. The lower ball joints, I think I said on both sides, are fine. The tie rod end boot on this side is collapsed. I think we did go over a couple of these things last time the vehicle was in, but please do keep an eye on these upper ball joints and these control arms. I wouldn't want them to fail on you. It is something we can do here, and we can replace for you at a time if you so decide to go that route. But just be mindful of that. I just wouldn't want to see them fail. So other than that, the brake job is going fine. We're waiting on our parts, and we'll have this brakes put back on. We'll retest, and I'll let you know the results of the brake job. Thank you.